Ever wonder what you would do if you suddenly found yourself with a significant increase in your earnings? It's a common fantasy, but the reality of instant wealth can be daunting. You see, money isn't just about buying fancy things or living a life of leisure. It's a tool, and like any tool, it's most effective when used wisely. The first step in managing newfound wealth is understanding it. It's not just about knowing how much you have, but understanding where it comes from, where it's going, and how it can work for you. This is where financial literacy comes in. It's about getting a clear picture of your financial situation, understanding the ins and outs of your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. This isn't an overnight process, but it's an essential one. Because once you truly understand your wealth, you can start making smart decisions about how to use it. So you've got a grasp on your wealth. But where should you actually start? First things first, saving is essential. But how much should you save really? Well, let's dive in. Emergencies come unannounced, and they can be a real gut punch if you're not prepared. So what's the solution? An emergency fund. It's your financial safety net. A cushion for when life throws a curveball. It's like carrying an umbrella. You hope you won't need it, but it's a lifesaver when it rains. Now, let's talk numbers. How much should you really stash away in this fund? A good rule of thumb is to have enough to cover 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. That's your rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, and so on. It may sound like a mountain of money, but remember, it's not about climbing to the top in one go. It's about taking consistent steps one at a time. Now that you're saving, what's the next step? Debt can be a constant worry, right? So, should you pay it off immediately? Well, it depends. Not all debts are created equal. You've got your credit card debts, student loans, mortgages, and so on. But here's the thing. Some debts can actually be beneficial to your financial health. Let's look at an example, your mortgage. This is often considered good debt. Why? Because it's an investment in an asset that's likely to increase in value over time. On the other hand, credit card debt is usually termed bad debt. It's high interest and it doesn't bring you any return. So which debts should you pay off first? The high interest ones, the bad debts. They're the ones that can spiral out of control if you're not careful. Paying them off can bring a sense of relief and financial stability. Debt-free feels good, doesn't it? But what about all that money you've got left? You've heard about investing, but where do you begin? Well, let's start with the basics. Investing is about putting your money to work, with the aim of earning a return. However, it's not without its risks. That's why it's crucial to diversify your investments. Think of it like not putting all your eggs in one basket. Diversification helps to manage risk by spreading your investments across various assets. Now, let's talk about compound interest. It's a powerful concept that Albert Einstein himself called the eighth wonder of the world. It's the process where the interest you earn on your investments starts earning interest itself. Over time, this can lead to exponential growth of your wealth. But remember, investing isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires patience, research, and some degree of risk tolerance. Investing can be a path to growing your wealth, but it's not the only one. Ever thought about buying a house, or maybe even a business? As you start making more money, investing in tangible assets such as real estate or a small business could be a smart move. Real estate, for instance, can provide a steady stream of income through rentals and appreciate in value over time. Similarly, owning a business can provide both income and potentially lucrative returns if the business thrives. However, as with any investment, there are risks. Property values can fluctuate, tenants can be unreliable, and businesses can fail. It's crucial to do your homework, understand the market, and diversify your investments to mitigate these risks. Remember, investing in tangible assets isn't just about making more money. It's about building wealth that can support you in the long term and even be passed down to future generations. Buying assets is a big step, but there's still more to consider. Retirement might seem far away, but is it too early to start planning? Not at all. In fact, the earlier you start planning for your retirement, the more secure and comfortable your golden years can be. Think of it like this. You're planting the seeds now for a bountiful harvest later. And those seeds? They're your investments. They grow over time thanks to the magic of compound interest. It's a simple concept, but a powerful one. Your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest. Over time, this can lead to significant growth. The key is consistency. Regular contributions to your retirement fund, no matter how small, can add up over time. And remember, it's not just about the amount you save, but the time you give your money to grow. Early retirement planning can set you up for a comfortable future. But what about the here and now? You're wealthy now, so you can buy anything you want, right? Well, not quite. More money doesn't mean an all-access pass to excessive spending. It's about spending wisely. Think about it. Is that luxury watch a need or a want? The concept of needs versus wants is a fundamental principle in financial literacy. Needs are essentials, things you can't do without: food, shelter, healthcare. Wants, on the other hand, are desires, things you'd like to have but can live without. A budget is your financial blueprint. It guides your spending, ensuring you cater to your needs first, then your wants, without falling into debt. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about managing your resources effectively. And remember, spending wisely doesn't mean not enjoying your wealth. You've worked hard to earn it, so it's okay to treat yourself occasionally. But the key is balance. Spending wisely is crucial, but remember, it's also important to enjoy your wealth. With great wealth comes great responsibility. Have you thought about giving back? Yes, philanthropy. Not just a fancy word, but a profound practice. It's a way of sharing your success, of using your wealth to make a positive impact in the world. And it's not just about writing big checks, it's about investing in what you believe in. Whether it's education, healthcare, the environment, or social justice. It's about empowering others to succeed, and in doing so, enriching your own life. You see, giving back is not just good for the community, it's good for you too. It brings a sense of fulfillment, a sense of purpose. It's the kind of joy that money alone can't buy. And there are so many ways to give back. From volunteering your time, to donating to a charity, to setting up a scholarship fund, or even starting your own nonprofit organization. Giving back is rewarding in more ways than one. But how can you ensure your wealth lasts? Managing wealth can be daunting. Do you need help? As your wealth grows, so does the complexity of managing it. That's where professionals come into play. Financial advisors, accountants, and lawyers each have a unique role in wealth management. Financial advisors help you make informed decisions about your investments, insurance, and retirement plans. They guide you in crafting a financial plan that fits your goals and risk tolerance. Accountants, on the other hand, are the wizards of numbers. They ensure your taxes are in order, identify potential tax savings, and keep you compliant with the ever-changing tax laws. And let's not forget lawyers. They can assist with estate planning, protecting your assets, and navigating legal complexities that may arise. Each of these professionals brings a different perspective and expertise to the table. They can provide you with the tools and advice you need to make the most of your wealth. Professional help can be invaluable. Remember, wealth management is a long-term game. So you're wealthy now, what's next? Let's do a quick recap. We started with understanding your newfound wealth. It's not just about the money, but also about the responsibility that comes with it. Next, we touched on the importance of saving and setting up an emergency fund. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs, and it's vital to be prepared. Then we moved on to paying off debts. Remember, it's not just about making money, but also about keeping it. We delved into the basics of investing and how it can help grow your wealth exponentially. We also looked at real estate and other assets as avenues to diversify your portfolio. Retirement planning came next. It's never too early to start thinking about your golden years. After that, we discussed wise spending habits and the importance of giving back. And lastly, we highlighted the value of seeking professional help. Managing newfound wealth can be a journey, but with these steps in mind, you're well on your way to financial success.